Nowadays, the topic of the money bills remains in news for a very controversial dispute, and that is the opposition parties nowadays always claims that the money bill is becoming a tool of the government to pass important laws and make them an act. And this is what we will be discussing today. Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about the topic of the money bills and why are they becoming a subject of a constitutional challenge. So about the timeline, first we'll be looking at the news, then what is money bill, can any bill be called a money bill or not, what is the procedure for passing of the money bill, difference between the money bill and the finance bill, and in the end a prelims MCQ topic is of relevance from general studies paper 2, that is polity section, a topic which has repeatedly been asked in the prelims of the UPSC. You need to be very well aware with regard to the money bill, what is the procedure and what is its difference with the finance bill. So let's begin. The news talks about what are money bills, and why are they the subject of a constitutional challenge. So what has happened is that in nowadays, or you can say in last 2 to 3 years, Parliament has recently enacted several finance acts through the money bill route. So the money bill route, we will be going into detail that why is it considered so special and why the government is taking its route. So it has been said that several finance acts has been enacted through the money bill route. Like for example, the Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002, the FCRA, that is the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act 2010, and the Representation of the People Act 1951. So the amendment to all these acts or all these laws has been done under the route of the money bill, and it has been said that this route should not be followed by the government because that is not the correct procedure to make an amendment. And the Supreme Court has been asked to clarify a key question, and that is what constitutes a money bill. So now the question has reached the Supreme Court, and from the 5-judge bench to the 7-judge bench, the matter has been shifted, and now the question which needs to be answered is that what constitutes a money bill, and the question is pending before a 7-judge constitution bench of the court. So now the Supreme Court will be dealing with this topic of that what constitutes a money bill or not, and whether the amendment to the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, Foreign Contribution Regulation Act, and the Representation of the People Act, the amendment that has been done through applying through the money bill route, are they right or wrong. So let us get to the topic, and that is what is a money bill. As the word itself is saying, it is a bill, and then money bill, it means it is related to money. Now this is very clear, but why is it so special? This is what we will be discussing. So money bill provides a fast-tracked option for the enactment of laws by the Parliament. See, money bill, if you will say, it is with regard to Article 110 of the Indian Constitution, and with regard to simple bill, simple bill, finance bill, then there is one more kind of bill, and that is money bill. So money bill provides a fast-tracked option. It means that through the process of money bill, any bill can be passed in a very fast process for the enactment of laws by the Parliament, and that law can be made an act. And under Article 109, a bill introduced as a money bill only requires assent from the Lok Sabha. That the money bill can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha. So the introduction of the money bill is only taking place in the Lok Sabha. It cannot be introduced in the Rajya Sabha. So this is one of the points. And then Rajya Sabha merely has 14 days to consider the bill and return it with recommendations. So now there is a difference between the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, and with regard to the passage of the money bill, the Lok Sabha becomes much more powerful than the Rajya Sabha. First of all, with regard to the introduction of the money bill, it can only take place in the Lok Sabha, and then Rajya Sabha only has the time period of 14 days, and even if Rajya Sabha does not agree with any clause, either Rajya Sabha has to pass the money bill in 14 days period, and even if they do not pass it, that will be considered as passed from the Rajya Sabha, because the ultimate power lies with the Lok Sabha to pass the money bill. And Lok Sabha may either accept or reject these recommendations and enact the money bill into law. And even if any recommendation is made by the Rajya Sabha, it is up to the Lok Sabha whether the Lok Sabha wants to accept it or does not want to accept it. And even if they do not accept it, then also Lok Sabha has the power to pass the money bill. Now, can any bill be called a money bill? So the answer is no, as under Article 110 of the Indian Constitution, bill can be designated as a money bill if it exclusively deals with certain subjects. So a money bill is called a money bill only with its when it exclusively, it means only when it exclusively deals with certain subjects, and these subjects are related to taxation, financial obligations of the government of India, that is consolidated fund or contingency fund of India, or any matter incidental to the subjects listed in the article. So these are the exclusive deals. If the bill is related to these things, only then the bill will be considered a money bill. That is, first of all, with regard to the matter of taxation, and then with regard to the matters of consolidated fund of India or contingency fund of India. So consolidated fund of India is also given in the constitution under article 266, and contingency fund is given in the article under article 267 of the constitution of India. And consolidated fund of India, the money can be taken out from the consolidated fund of India with regard to the approval from the parliament. And contingency fund of India, the money is used in a unforeseen or in emergency cases. So for this, the president can give approval, but the parliament is also involved. So, and then any matter incidental to the subjects listed in the article. So taxation or consolidated fund of India, it means the receipts and the expenditure. Then contingency fund of India in case of unforeseen or emergency cases. So these are the exclusive details. If any bill is related to it, then only it can be called a money bill. If the matter is not related to these aspects, then it cannot be considered a money bill. But as of now, what is happening is that the matters, apart from these matters, the bills or the bills are being passed through the passage of the money bill. Only in the name of the money bill, even though it does not constitute the things which make money bill exclusive and special, then also the route followed is through the money bill. And the Speaker of the Lok Sabha will have the final say on whether a bill is a money bill or not. So to consider a bill whether it is a money bill or not, the final say is with the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. So it is the Speaker of the Lok Sabha who decides that whether a bill can be called a money bill or it cannot be called a money bill. But the decision of the Speaker is under judicial review. Now, what is the procedure for money bill? So how the money bill gets passed from the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha? So it can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha. It cannot be introduced in the Rajya Sabha. Only with the recommendation of the president, as it is considered to be a government's bill. So it can only be introduced by a minister. It cannot be introduced by a private member, as it is considered to be a government's bill, and it is introduced with the prior recommendation of the President of India. And then after passing through the Lok Sabha, it gets transmitted to the Rajya Sabha for its consideration, and Rajya Sabha within a time period of 14 days has to pass the money bill, whether they can give recommendations or they cannot give, or they do not give recommendation. If the recommendation will be followed from will be given by the Rajya Sabha and it is followed by the Lok Sabha also, then it will be considered that the money bill has passed with the recommendations given from both the houses. And if the recommendations are not given by the Rajya Sabha, then it will be considered to be passed in the original form as it was introduced. And Lok Sabha has more powers than the Rajya Sabha with regard to money bill, as it gets introduced only into the Lok Sabha, and it is the Lok Sabha which has the power to pass the money bill, and the Speaker of the Lok Sabha has the final say. And President may give his assent or withhold his assent to the bill, but cannot return the bill for reconsideration. So the President cannot return the money bill for reconsideration. Majority of the time the President gives his or her assent, because it is considered to be a government's bill and is passed by a minister and with the prior recommendation of the President. Now, what is the difference between the money bill and the finance bill? So, money bill is under Article 110 of the Indian Constitution, while finance bill is under Article 117 of the Indian Constitution. And money bill exclusively deals with few matters, that is with regard to taxation or receipt and expenditure from the Consolidated Fund of India or the Contingency Fund of India or any other matters. While the finance bill is a bill that deals with financial matters, but is not limited to the subjects covered by a money bill. So the subjects which are covered by the money bill is restricted, but finance bill is not limited to the subjects covered by a money bill. It has other matters also. Then the money bill can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha, while the finance bill can be introduced either in the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha. So this is the difference. Article 110, Article 117, introduced only in Lok Sabha, introduced in both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, very limited and exclusive scope. Then it financial matters and not limited to the subjects covered by the money bill. Now, in the end, a prelims MCQ, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section, and it is a PYQ of the year 2018, and this is regarding money bill. Which of the following statements is not correct? First, a bill shall be deemed to be a money bill if it contains only provisions relation to imposition, abolition, remission, alteration or regulation of any tax. This is first. Second, a money bill has provisions for the custody of the Consolidated Fund of India or the Contingency Fund of India. This is second. Third, a money bill is concerned with the appropriation of money out of the Contingency Fund of India. Fourth, a money bill deals with the regulation of borrowing of money or giving of any guarantee by the government of India. So these are the four options, and this is a PYQ of the year 2018. You have to talk about which one is the not correct, the incorrect statement you have to talk about. So read this question. I hope you people must have solved it, because it is a PYQ. So give me the answer in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.